Japanese auto giant Toyota is working on a new age hydrogen vehicle, and when the words Toyota and hydrogen are in the same sentence, the hydrogen-powered Toyota Mirai comes to mind. Still, the Mirai is a hydrogen electric car, or FCEV, as it uses hydrogen fuel to convert electricity and power onboard electric motors. This time, Toyota came up with something different, a new hydrogen engine. So, let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about Toyota's new hydrogen engine, which will shock the car industry. So, let's get started. Energy and transport sectors are being presented with huge challenges in decarbonizing society and providing energy security, while simultaneously improving air quality and minimalizing environmental impact. This is why many automakers are working toward creating environment-friendly cars using solar energy, electrical energy, and hydrogen-powered vehicles. Yes, you heard it right. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe and has the highest specific energy density of any non-nuclear power source. It is inexhaustible and non-toxic. It can be created using many sources, stored indefinitely, and can be shipped relatively easily. Millions of tons of hydrogen are produced and used without incident every year, and we can now handle it more safely than fossil fuels. It is already being used as a power source in buildings and in mobile applications such as electric cars, forklifts, ships, and trains. Testing is even underway to produce hydrogen-fueled aircraft. So are hydrogen-powered cars actually viable? Producing, compressing, and dispensing hydrogen does consume some energy, but this can be combated by using surplus renewable energy that might otherwise be wasted. Hydrogen is also a byproduct of certain industries, some of which can create emissions, yet technologies and systems are now available to ensure that its production is free of emissions. Once produced, hydrogen is also efficient and cost-effective to distribute. Interestingly, most new vehicle hydrogen refueling stations create hydrogen on-site with electrolysis, using 100% renewable surplus energy. No deliveries are needed, and there are no emissions from either the production process or the fuel's consumption. These stations are containerized and only require water and power to operate. Power is supplied on green tariffs, or at some stations is sourced directly from solar or wind on site. So how is Toyota planning to utilize hydrogen in its cars? Toyota believes that there is currently no single solution to reducing vehicle emissions or meeting customer transport needs. It is about delivering the right vehicle at the right place and at the right time, so investments have to be made in all areas in order to meet immediate, medium, and long-term needs throughout the world. Therefore, hydrogen forms an integral part of Toyota's Beyond Zero campaign. In the short term, petrol-electric hybrids and plug-in hybrid vehicles look likely to dominate, while pure battery electric vehicles are viewed as a more expensive niche solution. On the other hand, fuel cells offer the greatest future potential, but require significant investment and the use of advanced technology. If we look at Toyota's previous contributions toward this technology, then we could take the example of the Toyota Mirai, which is the world's first full-production hydrogen fuel cell saloon, and the winner of the World Green Car Award in 2016. The first-generation Mirai can be driven for around 300 miles from a full 5-kilogram tank of hydrogen. That quantity of fuel is produced from 50 liters of water, and in the course of driving that distance, the car's only emissions will be 50 liters of water. So nothing is consumed, and the whole process is simply a transfer of energy. In addition, early adopters of the Mirai included the Met Police and private hire firm Green Tomato Cars, which both received fleet orders. Such growing confidence in hydrogen-powered transport allowed Toyota to plan annual production of fuel cell vehicles to 30,000 units by the early 2020s. In considering the significance of Mirai, it is worth reflecting on the impact of Toyota's hybrid technology. With more than 11.7 million petrol-electric hybrid vehicles sold worldwide since the introduction of the original Prius in 1997, and many other vehicle manufacturers adopting similar technologies, Toyota's leadership is clear. Now, Toyota has performed another experiment on a Corolla hatchback fitted with a hydrogen-sipping internal combustion engine. It has an all-wheel drive system from the mythical Toyota GR Yaris hot hatch. Based on its exhilarating exhaust sound, you wouldn't think that hydrogen is at play here, but it is. It not only sounds fantastic, but the exhaust bark is no different from a tuned gasoline-powered vehicle. Toyota claims the fuel is 100% hydrogen with zero gasoline content. With no fossil fuel to burn, Toyota's innovative hydrogen engine emits nearly no CO2. However, the car does produce a certain number of noxious gases as the engine burns hydrogen and oxygen from the air. It's not a zero-emission vehicle like an all-electric vehicle or EV or FCEV, but it emits significantly less toxic substances than a pure gasoline car. Toyota has hydrogen-related environmental technology cultivated through the Mirai. It also has safety technology developed through the Yaris WRC, said Akio Toyoda, CEO and president of Toyota Motor Corporation. Thinking, as a member of the automobile industry, that it was important for motorsports to create a place where everyone could enjoy themselves even in a carbon-neutral era, I decided we should go with a hydrogen engine. Combustion in hydrogen engines occurs at a faster rate than in a gasoline engine, resulting in a characteristic of good responsiveness. While having excellent environmental performance, hydrogen engines also have the potential to relay the fun of driving, including through sounds and vibrations. Toyota has long engaged in the innovation of engine technology. Also, it is applying in production vehicles the technologies that it has continued to refine through its participation in motorsports, with the GR Yaris launched last September being one example. And when it comes to safety, Toyota intends to apply the technologies and know-how that it has accumulated through the development of fuel cell vehicles and the commercialization of the Mirai. Therefore, toward achieving carbon neutrality, Toyota has been strengthening its efforts, such as by aiming to promote the use of hydrogen through the popularization of FCEVs and numerous other fuel cell-powered products. By further refining its hydrogen engine technologies through motorsports, Toyota intends to aim for the realization of an even better hydrogen-based society. But are there any concerns to consider? The idea of using hydrogen instead of fossil fuels has been around for quite some time. The U.S. Department of Energy even notes that under the 1992 Energy Policy Act, hydrogen is classified as an alternative fuel. Consequently, it's no surprise that a few car manufacturers have dabbled in creating these types of engines in the past. Nevertheless, there were some hiccups, as implied by the lack of hydrogen-powered vehicles on modern roads. One is that producing hydrogen by reforming fossil fuels creates carbon emissions, which beats the point of the engine in the first place. There are other ways to produce hydrogen without carbon emissions, e.g. electrolysis, but they are ridiculously expensive. That said, more effective and efficient methods for production are also being developed. Another problem is the low energy density of the final product. Consequently, to produce the same amount of energy, you would need to use a lot more hydrogen compared to other fuels. This is in addition to wastage, as much of the energy produced doesn't make it to the car's wheels. In addition, hydrogen engines also produce toxic nitrogen oxide emissions. Nevertheless, the biggest hurdle to hydrogen engines comes in the form of hydrogen fuel cells. They seem to have a much better fuel-to-energy output ratio without toxic emissions. Furthermore, not much power is lost between the fuel cell and the car's wheels. Of course, this has shifted attention and research away from hydrogen-burning engines until recently. However, it seems Toyota and other car manufacturers have recently reignited their interest in the technology with the 5-liter V8 engine as proof. Now, what is the future of hydrogen-powered vehicles? Thanks to its universal availability, Toyota believes that the long-term use of hydrogen is likely, and its adoption will rapidly accelerate. The range of applications will increase, and energy suppliers will use it as a fully renewable energy vector, enabling cheaper, more efficient power supply and vehicle refueling. And this is it for today, guys. What are your thoughts on today's video? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.